All right, hold on a second because I do believe the volume is down so low, nobody can hear. There we go. Okay, can you all hear me good? All right. Yes. Okay, fantastic. All right. It's Thursday night, 2921 Duff Road, the living room, healthy living inspirations, where we're learning how to live healthy, even though we're living in a toxic world. Why? Because we can choose to be healthy. And when we choose health, then we impact this toxic world to also choose health. And so I am going to go over and I'm going to share my screen. And as I get started here, okay, we're going to do slideshow, home, slideshow, slideshow from the start. And I will need to know if everybody can see my slides. Okay, can everybody see my slide?
Yes.
Right? I'm going to do one more click and you got to tell me if you can see my slide after I do one more click. You know, you're only one click away from disappearing.
No. Don't see it.
Okay, no see. All right, so let me go up to stop share, go back into screen share again. Now can you see it?
Yes.
All right, okay. So tonight's going to be kind of a quick class, and because I got an idea this week about, you know, how important it is for us to share these amazing NeoLife products with others. And there's no better way to share these products than to actually sit down with someone, go over one of those amazing coffee shop chat booklets that we put together, and be able to have them taste, sample, feel the absolute difference that NeoLife makes. So I hope that this class tonight is going to help you fall in love with sampling for life. So what are we going to sample? Good therapeutic types of food. We're going to let people know that healthy doesn't have to taste bad. We're going to let them know that this class of, or when we help people to taste and feel and experience, it actually brings energy to the situation, and it breaks a lot of tension of us trying to share the NeoLife amazing tools with other people. And they will understand that, wait a minute, this protein shake doesn't taste like any others that I've tasted. It's actually delicious. Or the Upbeat, or the tea, or any of the other amazing formulas that NeoLife's put together. You're going to see that this is not only tasty, it not only invigorates and gives me energy, but it's delicious. So it goes beyond tolerable to absolute delicious. And this class is intended to help you, to empower you in order to be very effective at sharing these amazing NeoLife formulas. So you are actually empowering the other person that you're sitting there in their kitchen, at a coffee shop, or in your living room, or even at a meeting. And I'd like to say that when we come and we do meetings in your home, that there would be a level of sampling that would be done in the home, not just protein shakes, but actually an added variety of these amazing formulas. And some of these varieties we're going to talk about. That's exactly what this class is about, is being able to, and I lost you all, so hold on, because somebody popped in and I just lost everything. Yay! All right, let me see if I can pull it up again. All right. All right. All right. I am so sorry. I just lost everybody for some reason. All righty. That's what I wanted to do right there. No, didn't want to do that either. Go back to my screen share. For some reason, it popped out of screen share. All right, now I got to go back from play from the start again. And it's probably going to not show again because I have to pop it up. Okay. All right, let's start all over again. Can you see the slides again? Because no. All right, let me stop screen share, go back to screen share again. Now, can you see it?
Yes.
Yes. All right. See, my finger was happy, and I was trying to let somebody enter the room, and when I did, it must have clicked something else. Anyhow, so when you invite somebody to introduce them to experience the NeoLife difference, it's always great to have samples with you because it's an exciting time. It's an invigorating time. It's an engaging time because you're engaging everyone's senses. They're tasting, feeling, smelling, and seeing for themselves how wonderful that these amazing formulas are. And sometimes, we might want to focus on, all right, you need to get the protein shake and the Pro Vitality, and I love that. I get that. But at the same time, somebody just might absolutely fall in love with the upbeat, and they got their sights set on that upbeat, and they're going to want that upbeat. Or they might fall in love with the NeoLife tea, and they got their sights set on the NeoLife tea, and they just want that NeoLife tea. Or they might just fall in love with the NeoLife bars and say, hey, I want some of those bars, or I got to have that cleaner, that's going to clean my fruits and vegetables. So some of the times when you're actually, okay, hold on a second. Okay, all right. I think I just muted them out. So in other words, we're many times we try to focus on one of the things, which is our star formulas, but that person might be more interested in some of the other. That's where you have to ask the questions, and then you taste and sample. And when they taste and sample, then they can make that choice. And yeah, I want to start with some magnesium and some upbeat, or a protein shake and some upbeat. And I just want to see how I feel with those two things. We know that somebody that starts out with a protein shake and upbeat is going to feel upbeat, aren't they? They're going to have more energy. They're going to experience a healthier lifestyle when that happens. So let's start with where we're going to go with this, and we'll start with the next. All right, there we go. Core nutrition for the root of the problem. I want everybody to write this down, because our core nutrition actually gets to the root of the problem. And you got all of these, let's say, name it, claim it, one pill wonders out there wandering around and trying to sell in the marketplace. And people, they see a glimpse of marketing and they say, oh yeah, that's going to give me energy. Oh my goodness, I've been dragging lately. I can barely get up in the morning. I can barely last throughout the day at work. So yeah, I need some energy. But they don't really look into the science of it. They don't really look into the proof of it, the clinical proof of it. They don't look into how many lawsuits has been, ascertained against that company or that product, or even look at the list of ingredients. They're just thinking, I need something instantly. I need something immediately. So our core foundation actually hits home at the root of the problem. And our core nutrition is our protein shake and our Pro Vitality Pack. And our Pro Vitality Pack has 4 of the amazing nutrients in it that everybody needs every single day, and it is what meets the need and fills the gap that our basic nutrition is not filling. So this is kind of what I do. I'm going to take this Pro Vitality pack and I'm going to open it up, because as I am in front of this person doing a coffee shop chat, I'm actually going to take my Pro Vitality pack out. I'm going to take it out one at a time. And I'm going to talk about what is in it and what it's going to do for me and what it's going to do for them. I'm going to tell them this is why I take this amazing little green football here. Why? Because it controls all my hormones. This is the essence of all cellular nutrition. This is amazing. These are oils, lyophilized factors that are found in grain that they took out of our grain. So we're not getting this nutritional need met at all. And we haven't for several generations. And we're the only company in the world that has this amazing formula. It was tested at the Texas A&M University and shown to boost your immune system and your cardiovascular system and to boost your adrenals and your hormones in an amazing way. So that is why every single day I don't miss my Tray NN. So, and then I take it, I put it in my mouth and I take it. And I do it right in front of them. And they're sitting on the other table and they're saying, my golly, do you have another one of those? Because I think I need some of that Tray NN too. But you don't stop there. You pull out that pack because you got 4. And as you pull out the pack, the next one's going to be about the carotenoid complex. And the carotenoid complex, you're going to say, this is why I take this carotenoid complex. Why? Because the carotenoid complex is amazing. It's the top dark colored fruits and vegetables in the world that actually make a difference in your immune system. The number one Googled question today is, how do I boost my immune system? We've got the solution sitting right here. We've got the answer sitting right here. We have the only whole human food source of immune boosting power potential. And it's clinically proven. This is the most studied, clinically studied formula on the planet when it comes to whole food nutrition. So it is shown in clinical studies to boost your immune system 37% in less than 3 weeks, crank up your natural killer cells, and that's to protect you frontline of virus, bacteria, 20%. And then it's going to actually reinforce your body's of antioxidant value. So it drops the oxidation levels by 44%. And then it protects your HDL and your cholesterol from oxidizing by 500%. By the time you're telling them this, they're like, my Lord, can I have one of those too? And then you just pop it right in your mouth. Oh, yeah, it's mine. I'll tell you in a minute how you can get yours. We're not finished yet. This is core nutrition that gets to the root of the problem. So the next one is your anti-inflammatory. So we just took care of your cellular nutritional needs. We just took care of your oxidative stress needs. Now we're going to address your anti-inflammatory, your inflammation needs. And let me tell you what you're looking at here. This is why I choose to take this quality formula and put it in my body. Why? Because you're looking at the only salmon oil in the world that is cold extracted, comes from the part of the silver coho salmon, specific fish that you would mind eating for dinner, the fillet. It's tested for over 200 toxins with a 0 tolerance. It is cold extracted in a nitrogen environment, so it's not going to be rancid like 98% of all the others out there. And it's the only one that's been clinically tested on humans to prove its anti-inflammatory index drop of 68% in less than 9 weeks, 8 weeks, I believe it is. So this is quite amazing because I live a bit of a stressful life and I need some anti-inflammatories, and I'm going to put them in right now. Wow. So I just took care of my inflammation. I just took care of my oxidation. I just took care of my cellular nutritional needs. And the last one in this core nutrition package of Pro Vitality that addresses the root problem is 21 vitamins and minerals coming from human whole food, organic, non-GMO, juice extracted, dehydrated, whole human food sources. And here is my vitamins and my minerals, and from vitamin A to vitamin E to vitamin C to minerals like manganese, magnesium, and selenium, and some zinc. And guess what? I'm going to put them in my body because my body needs this every single day. Wow. By the time you have done that in front of your person that's sat with you at a coffee shop chat booklet, by the way, if you don't have a coffee shop chat booklet, message me and we'll get you one. So the Pro Vitality is core nutrition for the root of the problem. And then we go on and talk about the protein shake. And we talk about how great tasting it is. It's a fat burning mechanism. It's collagen building. It's a full meal replacement. It's good, satisfied goodness. It'll actually increase your energy. It'll drop your blood sugar. It'll help you maintain and build strong muscles. It takes care of all those cravings of carbs and sugar. It fills the gap when we're not getting enough quality protein. It's all about cellular health. It's all about appetite reduction, so you're not grazing like a cow all day long. And it's going to help deal with inflammation. And guess what? It's all clinically tested. So I'm going to go over here, if you can see me, and I'm going to make us some protein shakes. Now, little tip here, if you're at a coffee shop chat, you're going to use a little shaker bottle because you want them to see that it's good without any buttering up. See, our protein shake can stand on its own with water and ice alone. So I'm going to make us a protein shake here. Denisha, can you get me a bag of ice? There's a little bag with some cubes of ice in the freezer in there. And we're going to take this right here and we're going to make us a protein shake here tonight. And we're going to serve it to the group. See, if you was here, you could get us some part of this taste. All right, so let's take our water. A few people. And we're going to take a couple of, I've got water that poured in here. I've got some ice. And then we're going to put our protein shake. And I always try to choose a flavor that the person likes. If they want chocolate, most people like chocolate, so I start with the chocolate one. And if they don't prefer a chocolate one, then I move right along and do the vanilla one. If they don't care for the vanilla one, then I move right along and give them the berries and cream. Now, we're going to take this chocolate shake and we show them how it comes in a pouch and that it's 15 servings per pouch. And it has a ready-made scooper inside. And so I'm going to actually take that scooper out and show them. And I usually give them 2 just leveled off scoops. But since I have a crowd here tonight, we're going to put about 5 scoops in there because you want to make sure that it's not watery You want to make sure that it's substantial because their first taste is going to set the pace for their taste buds. All right, so I've got that in here. Can you see it right here? My little NutriBullet. Now, if we are doing a full presentation at a home, they usually do in the kitchen or away from where you're speaking so the noise does not distract. But I'm going to let you see. Okay, this seal's pretty good. Okay. And what I'm going to do here, Denise, is I think what will work, thank you so much, is I'm going to take this and you can pour everybody a protein shake. Now, and I'm going to go around the room and ask people some questions that should work. And here are the, all right. So for this, you're going to need little demi cups. You can get them at any grocery store. They're 1 or 2 ounces. I don't like to go further than a 2-ouncer. Because it's just too much and you don't want to give somebody a whole shake unless it's a special situation. So we're going to pop these open here. Come on over here so they can kind of see what we're doing here. And I have no idea what that is. Here is my, they're actually, I like the solo cups. All right, there we go. We got them. Good for you. And then, of course, we show, okay, so we're going to pour our protein, just a little bit of a sample, especially if you're in a big crowd. But if you're doing a coffee shop chat with one person, it's okay to do a full scoop or give them a whole experience, depending on how hungry they are. If you've just eaten lunch, then they might not want it because it is filling. And it's very satisfying. And they're going to say, wow, okay. All right, how many we got here? We're going to count that up there. All right, so, all right, has everybody here tried the protein? Have you tried oh, we've got a new person here tonight that's never tried the protein. Can I put you on camera? The first experience of tasting a protein shake. Come on up here, Jason. Josh. Okay, Josh. I like Joshua. All right, Joshua has never tasted a protein shake before. So let's go around. I got, let's give Joshua, okay, you got it already? Okay, let's get in front of the camera. And okay, no frowns allowed, but go ahead.
It's good.
All right, so say that a little louder.
It's good.
It's good.
I mean, it's not chalky or
it's did you hear that? It's not chalky because their expectation of a previous protein shake that I've tried in the past has probably made them want to barf. So they got a lot of hesitation. So, okay, so it's not chalky. And that's just water.
I like it.
He likes it. Mikey likes it. Oh, I'm
Mikey
sorry.
likes it.
Joshua likes it. All right. Pass the taste test on the new person in the house tonight. That's phenomenal. If anybody wants any more, come help yourself. If you've not had anything to eat, Denise will pour you up some more. There you go. Perfect. All right. So the first time that they've ever experienced tasting anything that usually that NeoLife has to offer is part of their core nutrition. You've just presented them our core nutrition, our fundamental foundation that gets to the root of the problem. So let's move right along and let's explore what else we can sample. How about the NeoLife bar? Let's raise the bar on bars. Do you know how many bars are out there selling? how many lawsuits has been against these bars because they say one thing on an ingredient list and then they test it in a lab and find out that that's not at all what's in it, that they have lead in these bars, they've got toxins in these bars, they've got all kinds of toxic things. And yet they didn't even have the nutritional value that they claimed. And besides that, when I look on the side of a bar and I see the ingredient list and I see all kinds of weird stuff or stuff that's not human for human consumption, I'm like, this is just crazy. But our bars are delicious and they're nutritious and they help with appetite control. They're very satisfying. They offer 10 grams of protein and 5 grams of fiber. And how are they getting this fiber and this protein from? From 17 vitamins and minerals. They have omega-3s, and it's from fruits, nuts, and seeds. And it helps to for fat burning. So in other words, every time that you're offering a sample to someone through a coffee shop chat, then you're going to write down on a little card about 5 or 6 bullet points about that product that you know that they're going to relate to. How'd you like to get a powerful punch of 10 grams of quality protein in you and fiber for your digestion to help for appetite control? How'd you like to have something so nutritious and taste delicious? Wow. So Josh, have you tried a protein bar yet? No. Wow. Come on back up here because you're going to be our guinea pig for tonight. And
Suckered into
them. Okay. Come on here before the camera and try one of our bars. Okay. We're looking closely and intently at his expressions. Yeah.
Not bad.
Not bad. Okay. Would you say on a scale of 1 to 10 as far as taste?
Tastes fine.
Tastes
I'm just
fine.
not much into.
Seeds and nuts and
Yeah.
seeds and nuts and fruits.
You
But
got
it's
one
very
like fried chicken and mashed potatoes and gravy.
You must be from the South.
We'll give it away.
All right. Denisha is going to go over and share these with the rest of the group. And by the way, you might need to cut another one, sweetheart. And I do have another one that you'll be able to do that. So in other words, you just want to share about 6 basic bullet points about the product. You don't want to go into a whole teaching about the protein shake or the NeoLife bar. When you're doing a coffee shop chat with somebody, it's intended just to be very quick, run smoothly to the next item or the next sampling, and just say just a few bullet points about how it's going to help them achieve their goals of a healthier lifestyle. So this is amazing.
After like a few seconds, you can taste like the fruits.
Okay, so Josh says after a few seconds, the flavors start to actually marinate inside of the mouth, and he could actually taste some of the bursting of the fruits.
So then it's not so bad.
So he said even a lot of things have bad aftertaste. They might hit the tongue with a big, sugar bomb or something like that, a sweet bomb flavor. And then afterwards are like, yuck. But the NeoLife bar is pleasant to the taste. It has that nice crunch with the seeds and the nuts. And then afterwards, it leaves you with this nice, lovely, fruity flavors in the mouth. Amazing. All right, Denisha, we're going to do the next one. And the next one, I'm actually going to do something a little different. And we're going to take the upbeat, and we're going to put a NeoLife tea and an upbeat. So put, you know what? Take that one there because we're going to need a bigger one than this one. We're going to take a whole NeoLife tea stick because I got a crowd in here tonight. And I'm going to take an upbeat and we're going to mix it.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah. Let me find my upbeat in here. Come on now. All right. Oh, I'm trying my tea. Upbeat. Wow. Yeah. Here's my upbeat. Okay, here's the upbeat. We're going to take a stick of the upbeat and a stick of the tea, and we're going to put it inside a container here with some cold water. And we got, might use some of those ice cubes, sweetheart. And sometimes if I'm hosting a meeting, sometimes that I might prepare this prior, and I might squeeze a little bit of lemon in there, and I might also put a little bit of a stevia sweetener in there. But when I put the upbeat with it, you really don't need a sweetener because the upbeat has such a fruity flavor to it. Because our tea is the most effective adaptogenic herbal energy tea on the market. Again, it's a natural boost, gives you alertness, has EGCG in it, which is quite amazing. That's the number one thing that is an antioxidant value in green tea. And what is green tea? It's a great cancer fighter. It's a great antioxidant. It helps boost and builds immune system. It helps the memory. It's part of fat burning. It helps you focus. It helps you deal with stress and anxiety. And it satisfies cravings. So who doesn't want an energy tea? So here, you see, Denise has put the tea and the upbeat together. She put some ice cubes in there, and now we're going to serve it. Woohoo! Now I want everybody to smell. Wow, the berries and the berry flavors that burst when you open that upbeat. Now, so the tea is, again, something that has the energy, the brain focus, the adaptogenic herbs that's going to help with the brain. I love it because it doesn't give you the jitters. It doesn't give you an after consequences that a lot of these products, the energy drinks give you, racing heartbeats and anxiety. It actually does the opposite because of the adaptogenic herbs that are in it, which are polyphenols, and they support the brain. They do not try to overstimulate the brain. So this is wonderful. And so I pour a little bit of that in and let them drink that. Now, if I'm at a meeting, sometimes I'll do that the very first thing. When someone comes in, I said, let's try a sample of our wonderful upbeat and our NeoLife tea. We've combined them both. And that way they'll stay alert, focused, and they'll have concentration and attention span throughout the meeting time. So it's wonderful. It's wonderful. The next is the combination of upbeat, our awesome nitric oxide, delivers 70 milligrams of food source nitric oxide. What is that good for? Circulation. Does your brain need circulation? Absolutely. A lack of circulation increases inflammation. And when you increase inflammation, you lose your memory, you lose your, you start getting anxiety, you start losing a lot of your ability to connect memories and thought processing and patterning. So it helps with cardio. The number one studied food source nutrition today for cardio is nitric oxide. So it's quite amazing. It is very, very well studied, and it's something that you want to get from a whole food source, and you want to get it from a quality, trusted source. So helping with the brain, helping with cardio, supports the body's own production also of the nitric oxide. So in other words, your body has the ability to make nitric oxide, but it doesn't because of age, and because of the fact that as we age, our nitric oxide levels actually go down. And as it goes down, then our ability for circulation also diminishes. And we don't want to diminish our ability for circulation. Right? Right. Somebody, well, I'm trying to find out who it is. Right. Asked to mute. I think is it possibly Karen asked to mute. I have no idea who it is. Otherwise,
A booth, please, if you have. Take your turn.
I was like, everybody is on, okay, and I'm like, okay, what do we got? Interference here. I have no idea who it is, but somebody needs to mute, and I have no idea. I'm going up and down this hill here to try to mute.
It's Mel.
It's who? Who?
Mel Fitzpatrick.
It's Meryl. All right, Meryl. Meryl, you need to mute. Meryl needs to mute. See, I'm everywhere I go, it says that they're already muted. So, asked to unmute, asked to unmute, asked to unmute, asked to unmute, asked to unmute. Yeah, that's where I'm going. Asked to unmute, asked to unmute, asked to unmute. One more. Oh my goodness. She must be having a party. Okay. All right. I'm glad she joined us. Yay. Okay. All right. So the upbeat is delicious. Did everybody enjoy that? Was that your first upbeat?
Yeah.
All right. Come over here. Tell us how that tasted for you.
Well, you can taste the berries.
You could taste the berries. Okay. Are you opposed to tasting berries?
No, I just ate the bar.
That's right. And you had that aftertaste of berries.
Yeah, I liked it. It wasn't bad.
Okay. So the health benefits you're going to get from it is a better brain functioning, less stress and anxiety.
I need that.
It's activated, it's bioavailable, stamina, endurance, delicious mixed berry flavors. And as I was talking about before, our formula actually helps the body produce its own nitric oxide. So it works on two different powerful formulas to actually put a dose of 70 milligrams in the body instantly, and then it supports the body to start making its own nitric oxide. Hey, so far passing the test. All right, awesome. So that is awesome. So the next one is aloe vera. All right, let's get the little samples out here. I've got very little. This is all I had left here. So you're gonna very little on the little.
That's me.
I just did it. I just muted you. Okay, the next is aloe vera. And this is a great formula to share at a sampling. I just love our aloe vera because it's ancient wisdom. I'll never forget one time that I was at we did a meeting and it was a ladies' luncheon, and the ladies invited myself and Diane to their bar, and they were ordering this fine wine. And I had some aloe in my purse that I brought with me and some Tray, and we're going to do both. And so with that aloe and Trey, I said, just bring me a wine glass. And they were curious, like, oh, what you got in that purse? So I took the wine glass and I pulled out my tray. At that time, they had little samples, about 1 ounce samples of tray. So I had that. And I brought me some aloe. So I began to say, well, I'm fixing to put the oldest herb known to man that actually has been around for 4,000 years, and it's been used to heal the digestive system, boost your immune system, help balance blood sugar levels, help stop inflammation, de-stresses your body. It helps with allergies. It gives you mental stamina and endurance. It helps with your immunity. It's a wellness booster. It'll help you resist infections. It's a wound healer. And so, and I would talk about how the study showed that your body can heal itself 300 times faster if this amazing formula is inside your body of aloe. It's used as a detoxifier, and even Japan, they use it because it pulls out radiation. It neutralizes radiation damage. So we're looking at pure aloe juice, 3 times herbal tea blend of ginseng, a nature's energizer, plus chamomile, nature's calmer. Passion fruit also to calm the body, to relax the body. And it has important electrolytes and vitamin C. I tell people, don't go buy Pedialyte, don't go buy any kind of electrolyte drinks. Just keep aloe vera on hand at all times, because it's an amazing, when I tell people, they say if they get leg cramps in the middle of the night, I say, get up and drink 1 ounce of our aloe vera, and it's gone like that. Because of the magnesium that gets into the body quickly. Aloe vera pure is a delicious natural way to revitalize. Did everybody try the aloe?
Yes.
All right, Josh, step up and tell us what your thoughts were of refreshing, revitalizing aloe vera.
Well, you can taste like the vitamin C or
Yeah,
you can taste that in it,
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. And there's herbs blends in there. Could you taste like the chamomile and the ginseng and
I could only taste like the vitamin C, kind of like an orange.
okay.
That's
I
what
like the
taste.
orange flavor.
Yeah.
So was it crisp and kind of
Yeah,
invigorating? Awesome.
It was good.
Okay, great. Pass the test. Awesome. Absolutely. This is amazing. And again, remember the study that was done on aloe vera that Bloomberg did, and they went out and tested Walmart's aloe vera and GNC aloe vera and Target aloe vera and Walgreens aloe vera. Guess what they found? No aloe vera. What? It was junk stuff. It was soaked pine needles. So isn't it good to know that you're going to get the real enzyme polysaccharide natural boost for your wellness? And it tastes great. So the next is enzymes. Enzymes, yes, enzymes. I'm going to do this tonight because I thought it was interesting, because there's somebody on this Zoom tonight that got started, pulled out her credit card because she put an enzyme on her tongue. So Denisha, if you will give everyone an enzyme, and there's these little cuppies here, hon. Give everybody an enzyme, and I want everybody to smell this enzyme, and just one. And I want you to put it on your tongue, and I want you to just tell me through the audience what your taste buds are telling you with the enzyme, especially those that have never, ever had an enzyme on their, taken an enzyme. All right, is anybody here's never taken an enzyme?
I've always swallowed it with water. I've never done this.
All right, so, all right, Charlotte, tell me what you're tasting.
Cheesecake.
Cheesecake, I hear cheesecake in the audience. All right, what else? Okay, Charlotte,
I can't.
how about peppermint? How about some type of a spearmint and peppermint? All right, Josh, what are you tasting? Brian? Brian's saying it's different, it's unique, not a bad, but it's just different and unique.
Just swallow it.
The more you suck it, the more you feel and taste.
The more, okay, just like when Josh ate the bar, the more you eat it, the more you actually, the flavors explode into your mouth. So I just wanted you to experience that this is from a living whole food source.
Is this how you're supposed to take it?
No, no, I'm just letting you experience it tonight. You're supposed to swallow it, but I wanted you to experience that even the enzyme is made from peppermints, and it's made from wonderful herbs and sources of extracts of pineapple and papaya and whole food. It's from a living food source, and you can taste the difference. So optimizing nutrient extraction, don't you want to get the most out of your nutrition? Absolutely. So you need to digest your food completely for that. You don't want any leftovers, because what happens to leftovers in the stomach? They rot and then get dumped into the intestines. And then you can't extract the vitamin B or the vitamin C or the magnesium out of it. And again, it's plant sourced. It's help with bloating, flatulence, belching, bad breath, eliminates that heavy feeling after a meal. It increases energy. Have you ever known somebody that after they eat, they immediately have to fall asleep? It's because they need enzymes. Heartburn, constipation. If you want the best bowel movement after a meal, you need these enzymes. I'm telling you, it's amazing. So again, I just wanted you to see the flavor of it. It's coming from living whole foods. Now the tray. So Denisha, thank you so much for helping out tonight. We're going to take the tray, which is a wonderful essence of nutrition, and the little demi cup. And I don't have a lot, but I do. There should be right there, sweetheart. And here, let's put the lid off there.
I can use the same cup unless you want some.
Or yeah, a little bit, just a little bit, just that much.
Yeah, yes, my taste buds are still processing and talking to each other.
So everybody's saying their taste buds are talking to each other. All right, so right now we're serving the tray. All right, so everybody's talking about elderberry juice and elderberry concentrates and things like that. But we're looking at one of the most amazing formulas of the top 10 antioxidant berries in the world. Dr. Arthur First officiated this formula specifically to search the world over for the top 10 most powerful berries, dark colored antioxidants, because they're loaded with polyphenols, they're loaded with phytonutrients, the flavonoids, the carotenoids, and there's a powerful punch. And he extracted them because of our original manufacturing practices. We extract them in a way that holds on to the efficacy of that antioxidant. So what is it good for? It's good for your heart. It's good for your circulation. It's good for your brain. It's good because Dr. Arthur First designed this amazing tray essence to go through your blood-brain barrier, giving your brain a powerful shot of wellness. How about your eyes? Your eyes function and need desperately polyphenols. Standardized therapeutic amounts. Why? Because you want to know what's on the label. Is it really in the bottle or the container? You can trust what they say on the label of NeoLife with their tray, living healthy essence, because We operate under a pharmaceutical licensing for label integrity. It's potent, it's unique. No one else in the world has this patented formula. It's smart. It's revitalizing bioactive essence. It's clinically proven, and it's anti-aging. Josh, tell us what you thought of that powerful shot of berries. Come on up here. Yep.
You can taste the berries in it. It tastes good. I mean, not like most, I guess, things you'd probably take.
Yeah.
Something that's good for you.
Yeah.
So
Because
it's
it's
not-
not oily.
Yeah.
It was crisp. It wasn't heavy. It
It's
was
like a berry drink.
it was like a concentrated berry drink. Yes. So you're going to be very well this evening, aren't
I
you?
guess.
He may sleep quite well. Wonderful. So I love sharing the tray because of that very reason. And I just put down about 6 bullet points about that amazing tray that Dr. Arthur first formulated, and let them experience it for themselves. And I will just share with you my favorite drink in the evening is taking a nice little wine glass, and I put aloe, an ounce of aloe, an ounce of tray, and crushed ice in there. And sometimes when I get really, let's say, no, don't want to use that word. When I get really, I want to experiment on other things, I end up putting maybe some sparkling water in there, yeah, some sparkling water to add a little fizzy to it. Actually, when I went to Africa and we went to the facility there in Johannesburg, and we actually bought some product when we got there. And one of the things I wanted to try was their aloe vera, because it actually is in a base of a seltzer water. It's in a base of seltzer water, and it was delicious. I ended up drinking 2 or 3 of the bottles while I was traveling all over Africa, because it was just so zesty. And the reason why they actually put it in a base of seltzer water is because many of them don't have refrigerators, so they actually stabilize it through that fashion. All right, so the next is all C. So Denisha, we're going to grab our all C, which is chewable C. Again, many times when people come into a meeting, I like to give everyone an all C to chew on. Now, this is an all C, and if you've never tasted an all C, you're going to know that it kind of tastes like the Pop-Tart candies. So it kind of like fizzles in your mouth a little bit. Remember those candies that did sweet and sour and then fizzled at the same time? And they had Pop Rocks. And sometimes I like to suck on a flavonoid with a chewable C, because the flavonoid is the non-acidic vitamin C, and the chewable C is from cherries. So it's rose hips, Arceola cherries, which is nature's richest source of vitamin C. Ooh, perfect. Thank you so much. All right, Josh, come here. Tell me what you think of just starting putting one of these amazing vitamin C's inside. All right. So what's your taste buds doing now?
Well, you can taste the berry.
You're going to be very well.
Mhm.
Got a sour
It's
taste.
like a sour and sweet.
Combination.
It's like when you were a kid, like the sweet tart,
Mm-hmm.
like a candy.
Yeah. So that's probably what you were tasting in the aloe.
Mhm.
See, because the aloe has that C in it too,
Mhm.
vitamin C.
Yeah, you can taste that, sure.
Awesome. So, yes, question?
Say you taste aloe in the tray, does it taste good like that? Yeah,
Fantastic.
I think it would.
It's better than any wine. Inside and out. Very, a shot of wellness. Okay, perfect. All right. Did you notice that little sour? So as it's going down your throat, it's actually soothing your throat. It's getting next to your thyroid and other glands parts in here. So if I have to talk a lot, my throat kind of gets dry. Whenever I travel on a plane, I always carry with me lots of chewable C so I can continually suck on them while I'm in the plane. I carry it with me as I travel because it's my constant vitamin C dose throughout the day. I also love it for it's helpful for a dry mouth. It's helpful for a sore throat. Yes, a sore throat. It tastes great for any kind of throat irritation. Protects the body fluids from free radical damage. This is what I like. This is why I suck on it the whole time I'm in a plane, because I want to protect my mucosal lining of my mouth and throat with a continuous amount of vitamin C while I'm breathing in airplane air. Neoplex concentrate contains the phytonutrient spectrum of 4 whole oranges. So if I take about a 7-hour flight and I consume probably 10 of these, how many oranges have I had?
40.
I've had 40 oranges on that flight. Yay. You got that right. And I say, take this bug, take this virus, take this and this and this and this. All right, so now we're going to move on to the VitaGuard. And I didn't have any VitaGuard tonight, but a VitaGuard is the special chewable antioxidant that was actually formulated for children, but I love it because I carry it with me and I might pop a VitaGuard in with a chewable C at the same time. Does anybody here try the VitaGuard? All right, it tastes great. All right, Denisha has. It tastes great. Again, very fruity because it's the carotenoid complex in a chewable version. And especially for children or elderly that cannot swallow, or again, I pack it with me so that I can have a power pack protection for the mucosal mucus lining of my throat and my mouth as I travel. So it's great tasting. It's all natural fruit essence, it's whole food carotenoids and flavonoids. It's got zinc in it, selenium. It's got vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E in it. It's great from children to elderly, supports immunity, fills the gaps, protects tissue and organs from oxidative damage, and the most complete antioxidant protection available to defend children's cells from radical damage. So if you got a child that has a low immune system, that is constantly getting the sniffles, constantly getting colds, or constantly sick with fevers and ear infections and ear, nose, and throat infections, get them on the VitaGuard. And you cannot, in fact, I'll tell you a little story about someone who had their grandchildren over in their home and they got a hold of the VitaGuard and they ate the entire bottle. So they called poison control because they got scared. And when poison control looked up the ingredient list on the VitaGuard, they laughed and said, well, all that's in there is food. So you have nothing to worry about other than your grandchild will be a lot healthier. Good to know, because that wouldn't have been the case if they had taken another brand products. Then we have the Vita Squares. And Denisha, I do have the Vita Squares. So you put them in here, sweetheart. Now, the Vita Squares is a version of the vitamins and minerals. They don't focus specifically on the phytonutrients, but they want a balanced base of those lipids and sterols we talked about in that little green football. It's got 18 vitamins and minerals in it. It's got the core nutrition for getting to the root of the problem, the grain lipids. It's got choline for focus and attention for the child, promotes healthy growth and development for the mind and the body. It's all natural fruit essence. Can everybody here taste the natural fruit that is in it?
That's delicious.
It's delicious. Yay. Absolutely. Gummy bears and Nature's Balance and all that stuff that's being sold out there. It's great for emotional well-being. It's exceptional for exceptional growth, feeds their cells, repairs their cells, and protects their cells. So this is a must if you're a grandparent to get your grandchildren on these chewables. It's a must. Again, I carry them with me when I travel because this is my candy. So if I want to put something in my mouth quickly, I certainly don't want to go to the store and buy anything that's genetically modified with artificial sweeteners or artificial colors, artificial dyes. I want something natural in my body because I am let's say concerned about staying healthy. And so are you. That's why you're here. So the Vita Squares. All right, Josh, come up here and tell me, what did you think about that Vita Square? Was it square?
Well, it was square. You could taste like the grains and the fruit to me.
Yeah, you could taste those
sweet.
lipids, the oils in them.
It's
Okay.
sweet.
Okay. And it's sweetened with a fruit
Mhm.
juice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can taste it like afterwards
Okay.
while you're chewing it.
Isn't that neat? Okay. Is there a bad aftertaste?
No,
No bad aftertaste. Oh my goodness. See? So what does that tell you? That the oils are not rancid. The oils are not rancid. Yay. Thank you so much, Josh. Can I pick on you some more?
I'm sure you will.
All right. All right. Now we have a vitamin E. Denisha, come on up here because we're going to pour a little bit of water into this cup here. I'm going to show everybody the vitamin E because this again, and because we're going to let them taste the E. So, goodness, what was that? Oh, I don't want that because that's the bad water. Put some good water in that one. All right. Are you getting the amazing sampling that's going on here that NeoLife provides people to experience, taste, and see? There's a scripture verse that says, come taste and see that the Lord is good. And here I like to use this, come taste and see that NeoLife is good for you, good for your family. All right, so Denisha, as you can see in this cup here, she's got a whole human, cold extracted vitamin E from a source called wheat germ oil, and we don't waste any part of it. So I chew it, and she goes stir it up here, and we're gonna let everybody taste it. And then over here, we're gonna put in a synthetic form of vitamin E, which is actually what, hey, here, I'll let you mess with it. There's one that's stuck together. What does that tell you? Been in my car and it's stuck together with one. All right, she's pouring in or squeezing in a synthetic vitamin E. Well, and we're just gonna get one. And you know what, Denisha? I need 2 spoons. I forgot to get the spoon out. You know where they're at, honey? There's a plastic container in there, a small one. It should be, yep, right there, hon. At the very end. Yep, right there or underneath that one. The one underneath that one. There's one underneath that one. No, the small one you just had. There's one underneath it. Yeah, there's one right underneath that one. There you go. Okay, I'm sorry. Didn't have the spoons ready because I want you to see as we stir these vitamin E that's from human whole food source versus a synthetic vitamin E. And I have this one. You saw where Denisha stirred the human whole food one. And now here is this one is synthetic. And we can see that it's kind of gooping up onto the spoon. And you can see the as it's scooping up on the spoon, it's made from turpentine, and you can see it kind of dripping down, and it's synthetic. And as it's synthetic, your body will recognize it's synthetic and say, what did you just give to me? And you might say, well, the label says vitamin E, but the body knows the difference. It's very intelligent. Now, Denisha is going to go around and show you this, but if you would like to taste the vitamin E, give me your little demi cup, and she'll pour some in that little demi cup. I love for people to taste our vitamin E. Why? Because it's very rich. The body craves it. So it actually will tap into some things that's in the body because we are deficient in vitamin E. They say that over 70% of Americans are deficient in vitamin E alone. So if we were to just introduce one of our NeoLife vitamin E into our diet on a daily basis, we would actually eliminate a lot of our cardiovascular issues. Why? Because let's take a look at here. It's a complete profile ratio of all 8 vitamin E's. There's 4 tocopherols and 4 tocotrienols, alpha, beta, gamma, delta. And as you notice, it's water miscible. So all those wonderful phytonutrients are those antioxidants, fat soluble antioxidants are broken down into little tiny particles that surround a water molecule, and therefore it transports it to the brain, to the heart, to the lungs. And your heart needs vitamin E, your brain needs vitamin E, your lungs need vitamin E, your skin needs vitamin E. It's great for your immunity. It's whole food sourced and it's cold extracted. So far, I have not seen another vitamin E that even comes close to our amazing vitamin E. So it's amazing. So did anybody taste the vitamin E?
Yeah, very good.
Josh, did you taste the vitamin E?
I took it. I didn't really taste anything.
All right, come on up here. All right. So as far as your, what did it taste like to you?
Smell it?
To me, all I taste is berries from earlier.
His mouth is lit up with berries. So there wasn't any kind of rancid, because in oils, you can always tell if it's rancid. And that's why in a lot of the products that they sell, the salmon oils, the vitamin E's, which is all oil-based, they add a citrus or they add a chemical to it because it's rancid, and rancid tastes awful. And so they add something to it. So it's just basically cold extracted wheat germ oil. So it tastes like nature, right? Liquid bread.
Yeah.
Awesome. Liquid gold. Yes. Wonderful.
It had a little yeast to it.
Okay. So I said it tasted, Charlotte said it tasted a little bit like bread, liquid bread, a yeast bread. Absolutely. So it's natural. What you want to do is you want that person to experience nature. That they've come to and visited the garden or the farm, and it's the NeoLife farm, and it's the NeoLife pharmacy, FARMCY. All right, so the next one is going to be the aloe vera gel, and I forgot the aloe vera gel. All right, Denise is going to run out and get some aloe vera gel from her Jeep. Okay, because I want you to experience on the back of your hand just a little bit of the aloe vera gel. We talked about the aloe vera drink, and we know that the healing properties are of this amazing herb that came on the scene 4,000 years ago, and it's still very powerful today if you can get real aloe that has the real healing properties in it. So it's a healer, it's a moisturizer, it calms, it soothes, it comforts, and it does cellular renewal. It's a unique botanical blend because it protects skin from harsh environments, and it also is a detoxifier. So if anybody's got anything going on with their glandular system, especially the thyroid, you apply it topically onto your skin. If you got eye infections, you don't put it in your eye, but you close your eyelid and you slather it over your eyes. If you have a cut, a burn, a bruise, or even sunburn, it's quite amazing. My husband went fishing and got sunburned, come back, and I just put the aloe all over him. It was instant relief, and it did not even burn. He was quite amazed. So I sometimes will bring that aloe vera with me, put them on the back of their hand so that they can feel that it's non-greasy. It just goes on smoothly, spreads very smoothly. And it's a botanical, it's an herb that again will heal the body 300 times faster. So Denise is going around the room now and she's giving everybody a little dab of the aloe. So let her put it on your boo-boos. So you can test the so
It's safe
let
to
me,
Put it on the eyelid, you said?
yes, very safe to put it on the eyelid. Here it is. Here's the tube of aloe. It's amazing. And I have quite a few people that work as estheticians that love our aloe gel. Again, if you've been exposed to radiation, after I fly and I get to the hotel that night, I like to slather the aloe on my face and my neck and my hands because I know I've been given an extra dose of radiation. So because it's a detoxifier. So then we have our hand and body lotion. Again, I would bring out the hand and body lotion and put it on the back of their hand. Let them feel. It was Marlena. She was the one that started doing this at her meetings. It was a great hit. Went around the room, let everybody feel that this is non-greasy. It's clean, it's water-based, and it increases the moisture by 76%. We do on one back of the hand so that the other, we can compare the two by the end of the meeting, and they can feel the difference on the back of their hand. Skin feels smooth, it feels refreshed. Aloe vera, soothing, vitamin B, panthenol, calming, chamomile. It wraps your skin as a satin glove of rich, lasting moisture, and it's oil-free and it's paraben-free. So it's got nutrients in it that actually protect the skin from the harsh environment, the wind, the sun, just the harsh environment. I love it because if you get out of the shower, you put a little in the palm of your hand and you just lather your body up with this amazing moisturizing emollient, botanicals, and the body soaks it up and says, thank you very, very much. Another one is our green. Denise, come on up here. We're going to actually show you our green. So I cut this in half and wasn't very fair at cutting in half, but our green is a great demo. It is a great way to sample. And I go to the Dollar General or one of the stores and get a little 1 ounce or 2 ounce bottles, and I always put some of the green in there and give my guests a sample of the green. Chrissy's done that, Diane does that, Marlena does that, I believe Cassie does that. It's a beautiful addition to your guest when you're doing a coffee shop chat. You leave that person with a sample, and so this is a sample of the green, and I'm going to show you here that. Let's see if we can put this down a little bit. There we go. And Denise is going to run the water over the broccoli. And this is organic broccoli, by the way. And as you can see, it's kind of beating right off the broccoli. It's not penetrating the broccoli at all. So in other words, we have a pesticide that's been glued onto our broccoli that we need to get it off before we consume it, right? And I'm certainly not going to use a product from Procter & Gamble. All right, because I don't want to gamble with my health. Do you? So we actually use a green, and green is an amazing product that NeoLife puts out. It's organic, protein based. And I'm going to take one of these and just put in here and kind of got it and slosh it around. And I love our green because our green is great for everything from head to toe. Our green, again, is plant sourced. And we went actually to an organic store and bought an organic veggie cleaner and had it analyzed at a lab. And guess what? We found it had gasoline in it. So we're opposed to using gasoline to wash our fruits and veggies. So we said we had a product that is clean, safe, that we can trust. And I want you to first of all see the color differentiation. It runs right through. And now look at this, it's still beating up on the other side. Wow, what a difference. This is now safe to consume. This is anti-cancer. This here is unsafe and will cause cancer. And all we did was apply a drop of green that costs pennies a day. Amazing difference. Wow. Thank you so much. Woohoo. Now it's gentle, it's effective, it's biodegradable, it's a surfactant that breaks down those glue-based pesticides. They glue onto our fruits and vegetables. Everything in my house gets a dose of green. I don't care what comes in my house, it gets a dose of green. So if you're coming in my house, you're getting a dose of green, because if you wash your hands, it's at my soap dispenser, at my sink is green. Highly concentrated, so a quart might last you 6 months or longer, depending on, because it is very, very concentrated. You can mix it with water and it goes and goes and goes and goes. As you can see in that bowl, 1 drop. Ideal personal care for the entire family. Makes great bubble bath for the kids. It doesn't leave a ring in the tub or the shower either, because it's not like those surfactants that they have all these chemicals in it. So it's safe for you, safe for your family, safe for your veggies, safe to wash your pets. Wash your squirrel, your pet bird, whatever. Whatever pet you have, your pet husband, whatever. It's also great as an invisible glove. And what I mean by that is you put a little drop in hands and rub it around your hands, go outside and work in the garden, go outside. I have my husband do it when he would work on the, let's say the engines, get greasy, come in and rinse his hands off. And he would be marveled because it would not penetrate the pores of his skin. The oil, the grease, the debris, the soil would not penetrate his skin and his pores. It's amazing. I have a sheet of paper. You can text me. I'll send it to you. 100 different purposes for green. Yes, Brian.
I wanted to ask about as a degreaser. Is that what you
It's
use?
phenomenal. Our LDC though is another product that we use that is actually dissolves the grease better than the green. Green is kind of your basic personal care and vegetable. LDC, it's called light duty cleaner, LDC. It cleans your driveway. It cleans your engine. I wash my car with it. I can tell you, if you got oil spills on your driveway, hit it with our LDC and it's gone. It's amazing. It'll clean your oven. It'll clean. I use it to wash my dishes because because it cuts the grease a little bit better than the green does. But I dropped something on my shirt the other day and just ran in and got a little drop of green and it dissolved, it came right off. So I keep one of these in my purse at all times because you never know when you're going to need a dose of green on your clothing or your car or your grandkids, or you need it to travel with because you might not have soap wherever you go, and you've got a trustworthy product here that's not going to harm you or harm anybody else or the environment. The next one is, did you all have fun tonight?
Oh, yeah.
You see that we have amazing products that we can share with other people, and they can be delighted and just invigorate their taste buds, their flavors, and they can experience the NeoLife difference. So right here from core nutrition that meets the root issues, to your personal care, your skin care, and your home care products. It covers the entire program. It's quite amazing. And you can experience every single one of these product lines. So our mission and our values always has been at NeoLife is to give everyone the power to live healthier and happier lives. Our values are becoming rarer and rarer in today's corporate world. I'm so pleased to announce that I've been with this company for 9.5, almost 10 years, and I get more excited every single day that I wake up. Why? Because I have found a place to plant my feet, a solid rock beneath my feet that has solid values. And we've been implementing those solid values for 65 years without any shifting or changing. So absolute integrity, people are number one, products that work, equal opportunity for all, and long range vision. So I'm so glad that you joined us tonight. I am so glad that you are joining our mission to help end the trend of chronic disease here in America and around the world. And we could not do this without our expert panel, without the amazing testimony of Dr. Arthur First, without the amazing expertise and the philosophy and the heart and the compassion and passion of a man that genuinely wanted to help change humanity. And this is one of our newest pictures of our newest scientific advisory board that are daily hard at work, formulating formulas that make a difference. They're not hyped up like other companies that I've been involved with. They're real, genuine, they meet real, genuine needs, and they're backed by real science, not hype, fake science. So it's hard to dispute the facts when you sit in front of someone and you show them these facts and you go over this information with a coffee shop chat booklet and you let them taste and feel and see and experience. I mean, they would be what? Foolish to say, no, I'd rather have junk. Because everybody washes their hands, everybody washes their clothes, everybody uses moisturizer, everybody takes, I think 80% of Americans are taking a vitamin C or a zinc. Why not choose the best quality that this world has to offer through this amazing company called NeoLife? So thank you so much. I am going to stop share, and I'm going to go down here to